stuff on the floor in the second possession, that kind of set the tone.
Yeah, it did. I mean, our defense really has set the tone, but a selfless play like that any one of our guys would make. You know, Kobe was the one who made it tonight, but any one of our guys will make that play, and that does set the tone. And the fact that he wanted to play defense. I mean, really wanted to play defense. And yeah, you got a guy who's, I think he's had a lot of 50-point games in the league, and you know, he wants to play defense. That's a pretty nice thing.
Hey, Coach, it seems like you start off slowly, kind of offensively, like, you know, to get the whole team going offensively. Then during the game, it seems like you guys picked up. Was that guys getting used to each other, chemistry?
No, I didn't think we were slow offensively. I thought we missed free throws and we missed some great shots, including a couple dunks. But offensively, I was pleased. And again, the ball has to go in, but the offensive performance was good. And then it was hard to believe at halftime we shot over 50%, and that we seemed to we had a lot of good shots. Jason's fine too.
Oh, that sounds
Talk to him.
great.
Howard, Venezuela made 5 early fouls in less than 2 minutes. Do you think that was going to be the tone against the United States? Make a lot of fouls in this championship?
Make a lot of fouls. We make a lot of fouls
Against you.
against us. I think you're gonna, if we play at that tempo, you almost have to foul. You know, and that because we're playing very fast and we're attacking. You know, usually don't foul a team that doesn't attack. Venezuela attacked. That's why we got into foul trouble in 2 of the quarters, because they're an attacking team. So we're going to try to continue to attack.
Coach, you seem to focus every time somebody was interior cuts in the lane. Teams seem to pick it up right away, although they didn't do as much back screening as you've seen in the past. Is that a matter of personnel, or is that a matter of real concentration on what
Our guys are communicating well defensively, and so they hit some tough shots. They hit some really tough threes. But I thought our team tried to play each possession hard. And if we do that, then we're going to keep getting better. You know, this is really our first game. This is the first game that these guys have played together. You know, we have 8 new guys on this team. So this is the first, actually it's the first international game, I think, for 7 of our players. So, yeah, we're still learning about the game.
I want to, Jason, you guys had set the tone with defensive pressure, man-to-man, off the top. Then when you started playing zone a little, it seemed like the Venezuelans kind of got into a little bit of a rhythm too. How was that for you guys? Because you don't play a lot of zone. How did it feel out there going from the man to the zone, and how did that transition work for you guys?
Well, I think that's something that we're trying to work on, you know, during the practice this past week. And Coach wanted to see how we was going to look in the game. So, you know, I thought we came out with a great tempo. When we were aggressive on the defensive end, everybody was talking, everybody was engaged. And so we want to be able to show different looks to keep our opponent off stride. And you give credit to Venezuela. They made some tough shots behind the arc. And but, you know, each time we take the court, you know, we're trying to get better.
Were you surprised a little bit with the sparse crowds out there tonight?
Yeah. No, not really. Yeah, it's a lot of. They were a very vocal and appreciative crowd, and I think because there's 4 games, it's 10 games in 12 days. And it's in the summer, you know. But no, I thought we appreciate the fan support, and it's a televised game. You know, that has something to do with it, I'm sure. But as long as I think the fans were very appreciative of the effort of both teams. Really, I thought both teams played so hard.
Jason, a 2-part question for you. First of all, how satisfying is it for you to be back part of the Team USA campaign? And secondly, the role that you play on this team, getting them all on the same page, how difficult is that?
Well, I'm very honored to have this opportunity to play, you know, for my country. I've always enjoyed this challenge, so I'm very honored to be with this talented group, especially with Coach K. And then for me, my role is to come out with some energy defensively and, you know, make the game as easy as possible on the offensive end and find the open guy and, you know, keep guys focused for 40 minutes and have fun doing it.
Okay. You coached the national team at the World Championship in 1990 in Argentina. Which is the biggest difference to coach this team now?
But we coached all college kids, and Russia and Yugoslavia were still together. So the two teams we faced, we had good players, and we came in third, but it's a game for men, and college kids can no longer compete at the world championship level, a whole team of them, or the Olympic level. And world basketball is too advanced for that.
Last question.
Oh, Jason, is it your philosophy to kind of always, to push the up tempo for the team, or kind of slow it down, or whatever defense gives you?
Well, I think for this team, we like to get out and run. But I think we can also, play in the half court and be patient and make that extra pass. And I thought you saw that tonight. It wasn't, so much one-on-one what you see in the NBA. But guys were driving and making an extra pass. You saw the bench up cheering one another. And you don't get to see that as much in the NBA. You got to see that tonight from some NBA players. So, that's our game, is to get out and get the easy basket and then come back and make it tough on our opponent.
My favorite player